Hey guys, this is Elias with Softfly, and in this video I'm going to show you how to import JetEngine meta fields using an XML file and WPL import. Now guys, to get started, let's upload our file, and to do that we have several options here, but I'm going to choose upload a file directly from my computer. Alright, and with this we have our data already, so I'm going to select the post type I want to import, and I created this properties post type using JetEngine, and I have created some meta fields in it. I'm going to show you real quick. Here is our fields, and I'm going to go through this real quick, but first let's just move on with our import real quick here by continuing to step 2. And here in step 2 we just need to double check that our import file is looking good and that all of the records are being detected correctly by WPL import. Now we have here 103 posts, which are going to be the listings we're going to create. So all of this data is looking good. So I believe it's safe for us to continue to step 3. And here in step 3, let's just move on with the title. I'm going to drag and drop that. Also with the description. Let's be down here with the feature image. So I'm going to drag and drop the image feature element like so. And I'm going to keep all of these options enabled, but especially this one that says set the first image to the featured image. Now all of these are not JetEngine fields. These are normal WordPress fields. So let me show you real quick. All right, here is our title, the description, and here we have our feature image, right? So all of these are normal WordPress fields. So once that's done, I'm going to jump straight into the JetEngine add-on section. Now here you may see different checkboxes, and those checkboxes are the different meta boxes you may have created inside your custom post type, right? Now I only have one, so if I click on it, WPL import will fetch all of the JetEngine meta fields I created previously. Right, so we have a couple of simple text fields, one date field, these two are select fields, this one is a simple text field, this is a JetEngine checkbox field, here is a simple text, these two are radio, you can see that here, like so, right? And then we have here this rooms field, which is a JetEngine repeater field. Now I'm gonna add a new item here, and you can see that the sub elements keep adding one after another, so that's pretty cool. And then we have a gallery field, a media field, and 4 more simple text fields, and this is exactly what we have here. Now we're gonna get all of these JetEngine meta fields imported. We just need to fit some data into them, right? So here for the map address, I'm gonna drag and drop my map address element, same with the short address. And these JetEngine simple text fields are very straightforward. There is not much going on there. But for example, this date first listed field is a date picker. So there is a lot more going on here. For example, you could select a value from here, and WPL import will import this same value into all 103 records. Now we do have a value here that we can use, so I'm gonna drag and drop my date first listed element, and WPL import will use the str2time function to translate whatever time format you have into whatever JetEngine is using for its date field, right? So here for the availability, I'm gonna set this with XPath, right? Because I could select the value from here, but again, when you select a value manually, that means that all of the records will have the same value. Now, since I want this to be dynamic, that means that every single one of these properties have a different field in these JetEngine fields, right? Well, I need to set this with XPath and drag and drop the value like so. Now, guys, if you know what XPath is, then awesome. You know you can do all sorts of crazy stuff here. But if you don't, well, don't worry about it. You don't need to really know what that means. If you don't know what XPath is, well, it just means that you can select this option and drag and drop a value here. That's pretty much it. Now, here for the listing type, I'm going to do the same. Same also with the price. And here for the amenities, remember guys, this is a JetEngine checkbox field right here. And to be able to import data to this checkbox field, we need to have multiple values, and those values need to be separated with commas, which is the exact same structure we have here. So let's set this with XPath and drag and drop that like so. Now here for the square feet, so the same with the bathrooms, and same with the bedrooms. Cool. Now here for the rooms field, remember guys, this is a JetEngine repeater field, and to import data to this JetEngine repeater field with an XML file, we need to select variable XML. Now we're gonna look for the repeating element, and that repeating element is this row one. Now yours may be different, but it's the same logic. So I'm gonna drag and drop my row here, and I'm gonna say for each row inside of rooms, right, I'm gonna do these fields, and I'm gonna do that for as many rows as there are. Now I'm gonna delete these elements, right, because we don't need that for the repeater structure, and you can know more about that if you click on this link that will take you to our documentation on how to import JetEngine repeater fields. Now let's just continue, and here we have the name element, so I'm gonna drag and drop the name here, the measurement here, and the description here. Now guys, we need to do one more thing. Let's just remove this. All right, these two, and finally this one. All right, we do this because this is required by the JetEngine repeater structure to be able to get imported using an XML file and WPL import. So again, if you have questions about this, just click on this link or contact our support team, and we will be more than happy to help you out, guys. Now I'm going to ignore blank fields, and if you hover on the question mark, it says if the value of the element or column on your file is blank, it will be ignored. Use this option when some records in your file have a different number of repeating elements than others. Now, what this means is if, for example, this is blank, it will be ignored, so we don't mess up our data, and that's pretty much it, right? So this is a cool option to have enabled. Now here for the gallery, I'm just gonna look for my gallery element and drag and drop it inside of the box. And next I need to double check what's the delimiter being used to separate the different images. Now in this case it's a comma, so I'm gonna type in here a comma, so WPL import knows how to separate these different URLs and import them correctly. Now I'm gonna enable this option that says search through the media library for existing images before importing new images. And what this will do is just double check each image before it's downloaded, so that WPL import don't download duplicate images, right? So if WPL import finds an image that already exists in our site, well, that image will be used instead of downloading a new one. That's pretty much it. We have other videos where we dive a little bit more into details about this, so you're welcome to check those out. For now, let's do the same with the floor plan. Which is right here. Cool. And let's drag and drop these last 4 elements right here, which are JetEngine simple text fields, right? Email and link for more details. Cool, guys. So with this, we're gonna import the JetEngine meta fields we have for our properties using the XML file. Now let's continue, and we have here the taxonomies. So I'm going to enable the tenure, which is right here, and the property of the week, which is here. Cool. Now I'm going to continue to step 4. And here on step 4, I'm going to choose a unique identifier. Now guys, this unique identifier is just a way WPL import has of telling one record apart from the other. And this is important because WPL import needs to know that some records are different, so it doesn't update the data and create separate records, right? That's pretty much the gist of it. But if you don't want to overthink this too much, you can just click on the auto detect button and let WPL import choose the right one for you. Now, these settings are pretty much self-explanatory. I mean, if you read them, this one says create new properties from the records newly presented in this import file. So if you don't want that, just disable that. And if you don't want to update existing properties with the data in this import file, because, well, maybe you have properties created here, right? And you're running this import for a second time, and you only want to create new properties that are here, but not update the data in the existing ones, just disable this and you should be good. Now, if you want to update all of the data, cool. But if you want to choose which data to update, because maybe you only want to update the images, right? Or maybe you only want to update the JetEngine add-on fields, right? That's totally up to you, because maybe you only want to update the price, right? So you can select that right here. So that's up to you. For now, let's select update all data, and you can also choose to remove or modify properties that are no longer present in this import file. So this is pretty cool for when you have this file coming from a provider or something, and they are constantly updating this file and maybe removing some properties because maybe they have been purchased or something like that, and they are no longer in that file. So what happens, right? Well, you can choose to change a custom field. Maybe you change the availability to sold, right? Or maybe you send them to the trash, or maybe you change the status, or you can choose to straight up delete those properties and their images, right? We have here this video. You can click on the YouTube icon and you will know a lot more about how this works. For now, let's continue. We have finally here the scheduling options, and this is pretty cool, especially when combined with these options or whatever, because it will allow you to run this import automatically on a schedule. And like I said before, say you have this file coming from a provider, and this provider is updating that file weekly or maybe every single day. Well, with the scheduling options, you can choose to run this import every single day at, say, 12 a.m. or something like that, and have all of your properties updated, right? And again, if you combine that with this feature to remove those that are missing from the file, well, you will have your site with the latest properties, and those that have been sold are removed or are put to sold or are put into the trash or whatever you decide, right? For now, guys, I believe we're ready, so I'm gonna click on the continue button, and next I'm gonna run this import, but this is gonna take a minute or two, so I'm just gonna pause the video here and come back when it's ready. Alright guys, so WP import is finished importing our properties. Let's see how they look here by clicking on these properties menu. And you can see we have 103 properties, which is great because this is the number of properties expected to be imported along with our JetEngine fields. Now, let's maybe open this one up, see what's going on here. And you can see we have our title, the description, the two taxonomies, and the feature image. Now here in the JetEngine Fields section, we have our simple text fields, which are good, the date picker field, the different select fields, the amenities, which remember guys, this is the JetEngine checkbox field, this is a number field, radio fields, and here we have our rooms, which remember guys, this is a JetEngine repeater field, and you can see we have a bunch of rooms. Now here in the media tab, we have our gallery field and our floor plan, which is a JetEngine media field, right? Now here in the context section, we have our 4 different JetEngine simple text fields, and they are looking good too. Now guys, that's pretty much it. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to know more about how to import or export other JetEngine custom fields, you can check out the other videos in our channel. Same if you're using Metabox or ACF to handle your custom fields. You can check out those videos too in our YouTube channel or go to our website at wplimport.com. For now, thank you for watching and see you next time.